All right, good morning. Happy Saturday. It is a week after Bayshore Marathon, and we're already going back Seneca Saturday. So this week I did, after the race, at least the Sunday after the race, I did like a mile and a half jog, which I think really helped with my soreness, like I said it would. I was sore for like a couple days after, but then I started running again on Thursday. I did like 6 miles easy, and then Friday I did 8 miles easy, and today I'm going to do like 10 or 12 easy, and then maybe start getting into like a light workout next week. But legs are feeling good. The sorenesses were pretty much gone, and the tiredness. I think like well, I guess most of that's from like doing the high mileage all block. So like obviously I was sore after the marathon, but I ran the marathon distance a couple of times during the block and came close to it several times. So I think my body was kind of already used to running that far on a Saturday, just not quite at that effort level. So yes, the legs were cooked, but not as bad as in previous blocks where a marathon pretty much destroyed me. So came off the marathon feeling good. Gonna try to keep the fitness at a pretty high level, and get back into the swing of things next week. Like 80% or 70, 80% of peak volume, and then kind of get back into it the following week. All right, before we get to the park, I'm a couple minutes late per usual, but well, like 5 or 6 minutes late per usual. But yeah, before we get to the park, I just wanted to talk about a bit my new coach. So if you listen to our podcast, Life in Stride, we had him on maybe 10 episodes ago ish. His name is Victor Smengs. He's from Sweden, and yeah, so you might be asking, you self-coached this block and it went really well, or are you picking up a coach? And I think the answer to that is I, you know, in order to, I just ran 2:22 in the marathon, right? In order to, I think, drop the next several minutes in the marathon and get down to like, I would love to get down to like, maybe not at Chicago. Anything under 2:20 at Chicago would be awesome. But in order, like in general, over the next like year or two to get down to, 216, 217, I think I need to get my leg speed back. I need to like get my 5K, 10K speed back, because the reality is like, I ran 10K, I raced a 10K this year in like 31:30 something on the road, which is only like 15 ish seconds per mile, 15 to 20 seconds per mile faster than my marathon pace. So like, well, in reality, I should be like closer to like 30 minutes even. So I need to get my leg speed back. I need the shorter distance races to be faster, in order to make like, 5:15 and like under 3:20 per K pace feel smoother in a marathon. So Victor is a sub 29 10K guy on the roads. But like, he's also like uses LT1, LT2, like threshold workouts as well, which like, if you've been following me, I use double threshold a lot. So he uses double threshold a lot. So we have like similar philosophy. He, does the high mileage. So like, the high mileage, the threshold work is not going to change. But something I'm going to get from him is like, he's quick. Like he's a sub 29 10K guy, like I said. So like over the summer, we're really going to work on like getting faster, like doing maybe some like faster 200s on the track, stuff like that, and do some shorter distance races. So I think like that is what I need to like hit that next level. And maybe I could be successful coaching myself, but I think this is going to be like a positive change and like the next step I need. So excited to start that. All right, 12 miles easy, done and dusted. Feeling pretty good. I only slept like 6 hours last night, so gonna go take a fat nap, eat some food, and should have a pretty relaxing day today. My wife's working tonight, nothing on the docket, so gonna write some plans, and that's about it, and chill out the rest of the day. So Should be a nice, relaxing Saturday. I do leave for vacation next Saturday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to come to Seneca Saturday, depending on the flight time. I don't remember, but I'm going to Hawaii, so that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, awesome run today. Lots of buddies here. Huge group showed up, so very fun. If you live in Louisville, come join us. But yeah, next week we get back into it a little bit. I'll probably run around 80 miles and have like a light Wednesday workout, like just some sort of fartlek. So yeah, but good stuff today. All right, we are back home. Nothing better than being back home before 9 a.m., having the long run done, 12-mile long run. But yeah, pretty happy with that. I think, let's see, 12 miles, 7:48 pace. Kept it super chill. Let's grab some breakfast and take a nap. All right, not a sponsor plug here or anything, not sponsored by this brand, but ProMix makes this supplement called D-Bloat that I've been taking daily. I actually bought it before Bayshore because I was having like bloating and digestion issues, and I didn't want to deal with that on race day. So I was like, I'm going to try this out and see if it helps, and it has helped. So if anyone out there deals with like bloating or stomach like digestion issues, that is like packed with prebiotics and probiotics. And again, I'm not sponsored by it or anything. I'm just getting it out there. If any other runners watching this deal with stomach issues, it's been working well for me, but it is a little expensive. So FYI on that, but I think I'll probably keep using it in the future. It tastes great too. So yeah, just, shouting out a supplement that I like. All right, breakfast is served. We got some plain Chobani yogurt with a little honey in there for some protein, and then a bagel for some carbs. So this is like my pretty standard breakfast. I probably have this 6 days a week. So super simple. I like to keep it simple. I'm a very like routine kind of guy. So I eat the same stuff a lot. I'll change it up like once a year, maybe once I get onto something else. But right now, this is like my go-to breakfast. It's just, for running a lot of miles, I get protein and I get carbs. So that's what I need after a training session. So dog wants some. She really likes peanut butter. So I'm going to give her a tiny bit of this too. All right. So my wife was at work. She just went, and I had the unique duty. And I say unique because I pretty much never cook dinner, of making dinner tonight. So I have some potatoes going here, and then we got some strip steaks I'm about to season and throw on. They actually look pretty good. We just got them at Kroger, but they look pretty like marbled and fatty, so they should be pretty good. Hopefully I don't screw up the cooking of them. I like mine rare, so I'm gonna try to do that. And hers more like medium rare, so see how it goes, and she'll do the taste test when I get back. But hoping I don't screw this up. I don't cook dinner much, so hopefully if I like do this well, I get the chance to do it more because I enjoy doing it. I'm just like usually pretty bad at it, so see how this goes. All right, so my steak's done, starting my wife's. Look how it turned out here. That is not bad. It's a decent crust on it too. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not like usually good at cooking steaks, so that's a win. So this has been like a weird dessert I've been doing lately. So I guess to get a little extra protein in and not go like crazy on, I guess, an unhealthy. I mean, this isn't like the healthiest thing ever, but I've been doing like a oats thing. So I do like Kodiak oats, which have extra protein in them. And then I put a little bit of peanut butter and Nutella, and then obviously a little milk. And I just eat it like overnight oats, like it's cold. But I don't know, it's like, for some reason, it's like really good in a bowl to me. And maybe that's gross that it's like overnight oats, but I don't actually leave them overnight. I just eat them right away. But yeah, I've been doing that for dessert for like a week, and I'm like super into it right now. So gonna keep doing it. Quick story. So I look forward to walking my dog. I really like walking the dog because I put a podcast in and it's just like relaxing. And sometimes this like little girl that lives in my neighborhood, she's like 4 years old. She's always like walking around with her mom. And her mom's like super nice. She's like Russian, so she doesn't speak a ton of English. And the little girl like is like obsessed with my dog. She always wants to like pet my dog. And lately she's been like asking if like they can walk with me, the 4-year-old girl. Like little like 4-year-old girl. And it's always like kind of awkward because the mom like clearly thinks it's awkward too, and I do too. And I have my headphones in, like just trying to mind my own business. And so she like asked me today, and I was like, I mean, yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to say, like, to a 4-year-old girl? So I said yes. And so the little girl walked next to me, and then the mom, I don't know her name or nothing, she like trailed like 50 meters behind us. And we walked like that for like 30 minutes. Like, I was just going on my normal dog walk route, like, trying to like, not like shoo them away, but it got like really awkward. Like, the mom kept saying like, okay, it's time to go home. And the little girl kept saying no. And the mom just like was not aggressive enough to like, like get her to stop. So finally I was like, okay, like, I'm turning on my street, like, I'm going home. And finally the mom like picked her up. And I was like, are they gonna follow me home? So yeah, I don't know. It was like really weird, and it's happened a couple times lately. So I just hope that doesn't become a thing, because like, I prefer my dog walks to be quiet and like, just me and my headphones. So anyway, I'm gonna mix up this dessert. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, finished product. It's pretty good. Like, I don't know if that looks super appetizing, but it's really good to me. All right, happy Sunday. Out here doing our typical easy running on Sunday. I usually do 5, I'm doing 6 today. Had a low volume week, feeling good. Got a little extra time, woke up earlier today, so why not? Should make it on time to church, we'll see. But anyway, so some updates going forward. Meeting with my coach Victor on Thursday over a FaceTime call. And we're gonna figure out plan going forward, talk about my races I have planned, and yeah, make a plan. So excited for that. And I think the speed block in summer is really gonna benefit me in the fall. So looking forward to that. And just so the race is coming up. So my next race is gonna be on the 4th of July. There's a 5K in Louisville, and there's a 10K in Lexington. And I haven't decided which one yet. The 10K will be a bit more stacked, I would say. Like, my buddy who's a 211 guy, marathoner, he'll be there. And I think there's a little prize money. So I think he'll draw a pretty decent field. People like just knowing that he's running. So I'm tempted to do that one. It's like hilly, and that day is like always really hot. So it could be a really tough course. And the other option is like a local 5K here, which I've done the last few years, and it's really good too. So we'll see. I know like a lot of my local friends, like, and the guys from the pod are probably doing the 5K. So like, that'd be fun too, just doing that with them. But we'll see. Anyway, after that, we have I'm doing like an Ironman relay, just doing the run. So it's a half Ironman relay. And I probably won't like full on race that, but I'll run it like a pretty decent effort, try to win it. So that'll be fun. That's in August. And then after that, we get into the meat of the fall. So September is the Hidden Gem Half. That's like about a month out from Chicago. That's Floberg's home race in the suburbs of Chicago. So that'd be a good like fitness check as we go into Chicago Marathon. And Chicago, I think, is mid or early October. We'll try to break 220 there. We'll see. If training goes well, that's going to be the goal. And then I did also sign up for Indianapolis Marathon in early November. You just never know Chicago's weather. So I just wanted to be careful. And like, Indy's always good weather, and it's got a good elite field. So I signed up for that as like a backup. But that being said, though, Floberg ran double back at Indy last year and ran really well from Chicago. And Matt Fox said the same thing. I think last year too, he broke 220 in Chicago and then ran really well at Indy too. So that's an option. The other option is Chicago goes great. I like run a really good time, and then I get to pace Danny or some other friends at Indy. So a lot of fun options with Indy. We'll see, but that's the plan for the fall. But anyway, that's all for this week. Appreciate you guys watching. I was just like baffled by like how many messages and like comments I got from Bayshore. It was really nice. So thank you to anyone that reached out. It means a lot that people are like interested in this, because it takes a little time to do this stuff. Not a ton, but it takes a little time and some thought process and stuff. So I just appreciate, and obviously the training took a lot of time and work. So I just appreciate all the comments and messages I got. It's just extremely nice. So thank you for that. But anyway, we'll be back next week, going to Hawaii next Saturday in 6 days. So might be some Hawaii content in there. Definitely going to be running there, of course. Maybe do some cool trails. I'm going to Maui, so if anyone knows anything about Maui, let me know. But yeah, we'll catch you next week. Have a great week.